Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel Volvo Christian, and also welcome to the future of mobility. Volvo S90 Recharge T8. This is a game changer, and this is a taste of the future. This is the press car that I'm lending from Volvo Car Norway. I've had it for a couple of days, and in this video we're gonna take a deep dive down in all the juicy details with everything you need to know about this new technology. So this is probably gonna be the most thorough review on YouTube of the S90. So I highly recommend checking it out. And this here will mark the end of 100 years with electric cars. This is a taste of the future. So let's just look at the exterior before we start on this review. This is in a beautiful silver dawn metallic, running on 20-inch alloys. Beautiful. But the reason we are here today, or as I said, to talk about this new technology that we got in front of us, and that I think is going to be the future. So let's start. The first thing we're going to talk about are the range and capacity of this S90 Recharge. This consists of a battery in the floor, and Volvo has also integrated something they call a petrol tank that's located in the rear of the car. There's one big tank and one small additional tank. The gross capacity are 60 liters, but in the small tank there's a little pump and a hose that takes this black liquid over in the main tank, so the usable capacity are down to 57 liters. There's also some splash restrictors in the main tank to avoid that the black liquid are just running back and forward. So that was the capacity, 57 liters usable. And that brings us over to the recharge process. In order to recharge this S90, we have an access point here to get access to the petrol tank with this black liquid that's going to go in through this hole here. So very easy access on the side of the car. You may wonder where you get access to this black juice. Well, then you have to visit special stations located around in your town. And they are called petrol stations. And there they have different kind of juice. And for this S90 Recharge T8, you want the unleaded 95 petrol. So make sure that you take the correct hose when you're going to recharge your car. There's different types, so make sure you get the right connector. But as you see, the location are on the side here to get access to the petrol tank. And these petrol stations have thought about something really clever. They have learned from decades of charging an electric car and all the dumbass moves they have done. So instead of driving straight in to the pump or backing right into it, you can actually drive straight through it. Super convenient when you have the access point on side of the car, and you will get the pump and hose right next to it. Easy to get access. It's also super convenient if you say like towing a trailer. So super convenient. Another great aspect with these petrol stations are that you can also buy groceries. You can get some food and some snacks, get some drinks, or maybe you just want to use the toilet facilities. So super convenient, these petrol stations. And this is the future. So easy to connect, so easy to recharge, and also get a Coca-Cola while you're at it. You may wonder what kind of speed can you expect to get when you are recharging. And from my experience, I'm getting 10 liters every 15 seconds. So that's going in a blistering speed. I can overlay a video of one of my recharging sessions. So 10 liters every 15 seconds. So you can understand that it's going in a blistering speed. Then it's also convenient that you can get some food with all your saved time. So now we talked about range and also the recharge process. Let's just jump in. And you may wonder if the S90 Recharge has preheating. And yes, obviously Volvo has thought about that. You can see if I can turn on some lights. Slightly better here. And it does have recharging, and that's super great to have. If you have a low state of fuel, set the petrol station as a destination in your navigation, and then the car will automatically preheat the petrol tank, so you get good speed at connection. So that's super convenient. And if you connect with when you have a low state of fuel, it may take slightly longer, but it still is going in a blistering speed. From my experience, I'm using about between 200 and 300 seconds for the entire recharge process, even when I arrive with a low state of fuel, and I can just top up quickly. So that's super convenient, and that's a real game changer. Another great aspect with these petrol stations, that regards to payment, because the S90 Recharge and these petrol stations, they have a plug and charge technology. So you can just stop by the station and the pump, open up the access panel and just connect and just start your recharge process. No need to mess about with something else. Plug and charge, and then you go in and sort out your payment. Some stations, like mostly around where I live in Oslo, they probably had a bad experience with people just doing plug and go, skipping out the last part. So there you have to pay up front, and then you can recharge. But like the station I visited down at Fagernes, that had the plug and charge. So that's super convenient. And another genius part of this plug and charge technology, or after you have recharge, you can just enter the petrol station, and you can actually use your debit card or credit card. You know, the one you pay with food in the grocery stores. Super convenient to also use this card in order to pay for your recharge process. So that's super nice. That brings us over to consumption and range, and for that we are jumping back into the S90. It's getting very cold outside, so I sometimes have to jump in. And this new S90 Recharge T8 has a stated consumption on 0.8 liters per 100 kilometer of this black juice called petrol. But this is all new technology, so the measurement systems aren't up to date yet regards to that, because if you take that consumption and use the 57 liters usable, you get a theoretical range of 7,100 kilometers. But from my experience, I can overlay a picture of the trip computer that I had on from my driving from Monday to Friday this week, back and forward to work and such. My consumption was around 5.6 liters per 100 kilometer. And if you use that consumption divided by with the 57 liters usable, you get a real world range on 1000 kilometers. 1000! That's massive and totally superior to all electric cars. And this is real world range in winter time. You see the temperature now are down to -6 degrees Celsius, so really cold. And a benefit with this new recharge system that is not so let's say, what is the English word, it's not so sensitive or for the climate change, because you can increase the temperature quite much without it heavily reducing your range. So that's very good. Normal climate temperature, but since I've driven electric cars for so long, I always have my jacket and gloves and a hat at easy access. But there's no need to use that with this new technology. You get pretty good climate comfort. But that brings us over to something else. And that's probably the most anticipated question you may wonder. And then we have to step out again. And that's the question: does it have a frunk? That's the one thing everybody is wondering on. Does this S90 Recharge have a frunk? So let's open up the hood and check here. And as you see, sadly, there's no frunk in the S90. Just some other components here, so we can't store anything here. So we can just close that up again. Just look at this, but it's such a beauty. Before we round up this video, we're going to talk about the weight and the other capacity here. So this weight, the weight of the S90 Recharge is about 2,100 kilos. And the towing capacity are actually another great part with this Recharge T8. Because this one can tow up to 2,100 kilos, so a pretty massive trailer. And then we get over to the petrol stations again, because if you have a trailer connected, as you saw earlier, super convenient to get access to the hatch here to recharge with your black juice. So what to say? I think this is going to be a game changer. Brand new Recharge T8. I think it's time to round up this video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section. I think this is going to be a real game changer. And after 100 years with electric cars, this is the future of mobility. Quick recharging, easy access to this black juice, quick payment, massive range, just benefits with this new technology. We have learned from all our mistakes. So with that, I think it's time to round up this video. I really hope you enjoy this thorough video of this Recharge S90 Recharge T8. Superior everything else, and if you haven't tested it, I highly recommend testing it out for yourself. So thank you for watching. It's time to end it here. I really appreciate every like, comment, and if you also consider subscribing to my channel. So that's it for this time. See you guys later, and bye bye.